All right, folks, we are going to take this 2021 Honda CBR500R for its first real kind of road test since we got it from the auction lot. Still need plastics. You can see my goofy mirrors here. I'm just trying to use them as best I can to keep me in line. All right. The front stay, by the way, is messed up, so that's why it's kind of tilted this way. But I have not taken this out on the road with traffic yet. I've taken it around the neighborhood a couple times. Okay, not bad, not bad. And I'm sure I'm gonna get a bunch of goofy looks like, what is wrong with that guy's bike? But everything I read about this bike was that it's a great commuter bike, easy to use, easy to maneuver. I straightened out the handlebars a little bit. The tank itself is got some slight marks on it, unfortunately, and I don't plan on repairing that. But I have ordered brand new plastics. They are 45 to 50 days out overseas, so it's still going to be a while before I get them. But I did order a new front stay, and I actually ordered side mirrors that I thought was going to be here today. But I haven't had a chance to really get this bike warm, so I'm going to test that out, see if I can get the bike warm, see how it responds, and we'll find out pretty soon if this bike was worth it. What I'm still trying to get used to with some of these newer bikes is the clutchless shift. See right there, I did it. You gotta let off the throttle just ever so slightly and then back on. Okay. It's got a little bit of the get up that I was hoping for. Alright, so there's an aftermarket Yoshimura exhaust on this, and my back heel keeps touching it. So I'm not a fan of that. I think the exhaust should either be like maybe a shorty pipe or something that's a little bit further away from my heel. That's bothering me already. I don't like resting my heel on it. The riding position is fairly comfortable. I mean, I don't feel like I'm too overexerted. My wrists don't hurt too terribly at this point. It's not as sporty of a position, so I'm sitting a little upright, which is what I read and saw in some of the other reviews, and so far that seems to be fairly accurate. The seat's a little hard, but I mean, the suspension makes up for it. It's not a great suspension. What I really don't like is I only have one brake disc on the front. I don't like that. I like the double disc on the front. It just gives you a little bit more stopping power and it feels a little bit more secure. But I mean, it's not terrible. I know the 2022 models and up for the CBR500R, so they all got the double disc on the front. So 2 rotors on the front, and I got 1. So I'm a little disappointed about that. First impressions right now are good. Even with the bike not all the way put together yet. Like I said, I'm gonna get, eliminator kit on the back, and then new plastics. So not bad. It still needs some work, it's got some rough spots, and if something were to happen and this thing took me down, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because it sucked for me, but the bike would live to see another day, I think, unless I got hit by somebody. Well, we're gonna give this bike another quick review. I've been riding it for about a week now, and it's been on the freeway with me, and I always have to leave early in the morning to get to work, so you're just gonna go with me to work today. And you kind of see a little bit more about how this CBR500 2021 CBR500 review or rides. But we're going to take the back way. It's a little cooler. It's probably about 69, 70 degrees maybe. But at least you kind of see how it rides in the dark, if you even care. You know what I just forgot? I don't have my glasses on. We're gonna have to stop somewhere put my safety glasses on, because legally you can't ride without glasses or something on your face. And my visor, it's still almost too dark. Well, I don't know. Maybe this is a Honda, you know, clutch system. I don't think so, but this bike seems to struggle for that second gear. Yeah, I mean, it gets it, but it always seems to struggle. Not struggle, that's the wrong word. It just shifts hard on second. Even if there's only a few times I'll hit it really smooth. Going from first to second, I don't know why that is. But then third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, they're just very smooth. You know, you can do your clutchless shift if you want. It feels great. See, I got second that time, just fine. There's third. That's if I don't do they do a clutchless. Fourth, no clutch. Fifth, no clutch. Oh, I should have stopped and tucked my hood in. Plenty of power, little spunk. That's why if you were commuting, say you're commuting to, you know, something that's like 5 to 10 miles away, mostly city roads, then this bike is great. And these back roads on these twisties, this bike does pretty good. I think you have to sit more towards the back if you really want to lean, but you know, if you're not, if you're out for a good ride and that's it, you don't need a ton of power, that's great. It's hard to ever come on this back road when there's no cars on here at all. I don't think it's gonna be a thing, but if I get pulled over by that police officer that just passed us, he's probably because he's gonna say, you have sunglasses on and the sun's not even out yet. And I'll say, I know. So right now I'm in 6th gear, I'm going 44 miles an hour. I don't know if you can see that, 44, 47. That's not bad. I mean, like I said, it's still, the bike feels very responsive. It likes this, like, speed range, all the way up to about 65. When you get past 65 in 6th gear on this 500, that's when you can feel the bike. It's going, all right, you know what? Like, this has been fun, but I think it's, we're kind of hitting the peak of speed. However, if you pull the throttle, you can easily get to 80 before you know it, and you still have great responsiveness. You have all the power that you wanted. You don't really have a love loss of anything there, but you do hear the bike. It really is saying, hey, I'm kind of getting maxed out here a little bit. Now, I'm sure if I push this 500, I could probably hit close to 100, maybe 100, maybe 110, maybe even more than that, but I don't need to test that. And if you guys want to see that tested, probably find somebody else. See, about 35 is really where 4th gear wants to be. So it's geared low. But the acceleration is still good. If I really wanted to get out in front of a car, I could. Not that I should, but I could. So I'm not worried about having a lack of power. It does pretty good there. The handling, like I said, is good. It really just kind of gives you a, hey, just take it easy. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Early morning. But it just gives you that kind of take it easy, enjoy the ride. If you want the power, you'll have some, but get out, enjoy the ride, have a good time. There's no need to go crazy. Hopefully you're not getting a bunch of air wash on this, that you can hear me speaking. So we're coming out of that little kind of ravine area, and we're gonna hit the freeway to get over. You'll see some freeway action here. Nothing too impressive, but you can just see how it, you know, and once again, remember, I don't have my plastics, so I'm missing like a little windscreen. So really, it's like I'm already riding a naked bike, is what it feels like. I bet we catch this guy. to get there. So I mean, if you have to commute on the freeway and you're a 70-mile-an-hour freeway, or not worse, if you're a 70-mile-an-hour freeway and you have to go heavier than that on the throttle just to stay with traffic, you could. I don't know if you can hear it on the GoPro, but there's a little back popping. Every time you let off the throttle without pulling the clutch in, that Yoshimura exhaust likes to pop. I mean, it's kind of cool, but... So, I just wanted to do the last and final review of the 2021 Honda CBR500R. So I've been riding this now for a couple weeks. You've seen some of that video, that footage. You can see how it rides, how it responds as you're going down the road. Obviously, this bike has some difficulties because it's not in 100% full spec. It's got a few things that it needs to work on still. So, I mean, we still have plastics to replace. It has an aftermarket Yoshi exhaust, which kind of makes it sound cool, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it sounds a little flubby to me. It needs a delete kit on the back. So there's some things. And because we're in the holiday season of Halloween, I did attach my friend Fred here to the front, and he and I have gone on a few joyrides. Unfortunately, the speed is a little bit hard on these Walmart Halloween costumes. So yeah, ultimately, let me give you my 100% one and final review for this bike. So if all you're doing is occasional freeway riding, you need to get to work, go on a commute, mostly kind of, ride around 40 to 50 mile an hour roads, then this bike is amazing. It's exactly what you need. Great on gas mileage, it's efficient, it's nimble, the riding position is really good. Ultimately, this is a great kind of all-around commuter type bike. Yes, you could probably take it to the track and do some crazy stuff with it. I don't know what that would look like, but there's people that take 400 stock bikes to the track and have a blast. Yeah, you could do that. But that's not really what this bike is all about. This bike is about just being that kind of everyday bike that allows you to get where you need to go without having any serious issues. It's Honda reliability, fairly low maintenance. So out of 10, if all you're doing and you're going to, like I said, just going to work, you're commuting on a basic route, nothing too crazy, you don't have a bunch of friends with leader bikes, then I would give this a solid 8.5 out of 10 in terms of just kind of all-around completeness. The monster fairings finally came in. I haven't opened them yet. There'll be another video of me seeing what these look like, but they just came in the other day. I hate to see this one go, but as always, I want to get more bikes in here. So overall, we talk about the 2021 Honda CBR500R. Not a bad bike. Thanks everyone for watching.